Welcome, everyone, to the first episode of Max Damage, our new podcast. I am your DM, Erica Blankenship. This will be the first time I have ever DM'd a game, so this shall be interesting. Joining with me today is Xander Blankenship,
the lovely husband,
John Cato,
Jonathan, but yes,
Samantha something.
Easier editing.
Okay, I'll do that
You've
again.
only
What
known me
was
like 7 years.
but what is Etier?
Etier?
Etier
Okay.
or Ethier.
Yeah, okay, so Samantha Etier.
Yep.
Brittany Blankenship.
Present.
And Tyler Swan.
Well, hello there.
Nice Obi-Wan reference.
Thank you.
Okay,
all two of us got that. Anyway,
so today, in our world, Rosalia, magic has been dwindling for generations. You have always had to be born with magic to use it, but less and less people are born with it. Some races, such as elves, don't see it as much because of their long lifespans. There are still magical creatures, such as dragons. You can still find magical crystals and magical items. It's just harder to make them and harder to fix them if they break. In the city that we are starting in, Lucaria, it's one of the largest cities. It is the capital of the Fidel Kingdom. It has had some technological advances. In the richer parts of the city, you may see some pipes coming out of the walls and going into the ground. They have just discovered plumbing. They have also discovered new items like guns. This city is right next to the ocean. It is surrounded by 3 sides of ocean and 1 of land. The city rises above the ocean on cliffs. There's only a couple ports where stairs lead up to the city. The king of this city is a good king and values working together in this time where magic is slowly going away. The story takes place during a festival. It's one of the largest festivals of the year. The festival is to show camaraderie with the rest of the races because the world needs to find a new way to live. The streets are filled with vendors and people from all over the kingdom and other kingdoms as well.
A fair-skinned brunette male uncharacteristically trudges down the walkway up the pier and into the city proper, sort of listless. Upon observation, he seems to be rather tall. 6'3", average. Would 182 pounds be around average?
how tall are you? 6 feet?
6'3".
Then yes.
Yeah, maybe a little bit on the skinnier side. I'm not really sure. I have no context as a human being for that.
About 170-ish, 165 then.
Okay, so that's fun. His normally bright as in vibrant with confidence, blue-gray eyes, sort of dull. He's looks to be in his early 20s, maybe, but in the moment, his face, its down expression makes him look so much older. He stops at the middle of a crosswalk, realizes he's not paying attention to where he's going. This is Orpheus Felden, and he is my character, a human artificer.
So while Orpheus is walking, he passes by a man in very strange clothing.
I suppose that's me. This won't be so much passing by as Orpheus is walking, probably not paying attention at all. He bumps in, another man bumps into him. Obviously, this other man's fault because the other man seems very disorientated. But as he bumps into him, this other man looks at him. This man looks relatively young, about 6 feet, so maybe a little bit. I think you said Orpheus was 6'3"?
6'3".
A little bit shorter than Orpheus. Looks at him. This man just looks angry. It's not so much that he's angry at something, but he's angry. And he looks at you and goes, "Watch where you're going, buddy." And just keeps on walking. And you think you hear him mutter something about, "This is a crazy dream." The man's dressed very weirdly, though. He has a jacket on that's obviously leather, but there's some kind of odd cloth hood on the back of it. And he's wearing just some pants. Can't really tell what that material is, but it's interesting and blue. There are 3 white stripes along the side of his jacket, just on the left side that just go around his arm. And he's got a chain. It's weird, a chain that seems to be attached to his belt, just that's looped around itself. And he's just walking, looks very confused about where he's at. This would be Zach Stryker, a very confused man.
I think I know what background you chose.
Okay. Anyways.
Anyway, can I subtly, like, the guy seems to be too angry and sort of disoriented to pay attention to his own surroundings. I don't begrudge him for bumping into me, but can I sort of subtly follow him?
Yeah, if you want to.
So that's what I'll be doing.
You're like, you seem interesting. Let's follow.
Yeah, it's a distraction from my grief.
Okay. Okay, so
That was a bit intense.
okay, Sam.
My go, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm assuming since you're following Xander, I'm gonna do Xander's character. While walking through the festivities, you see a young woman showing off her wares. Specifically, her one wear. She holds a big, gaudy necklace. Obviously, that's something that would belong to royalty, given its many gems. You, sir, come here. Won't you take a look at the Duke's necklace? They say it was for his late wife. However, on his journey back, she passed away. It took me quite a while to get this, you know. She's very interesting. She's beautiful, but uncommonly beautiful. She kind of outshines everyone around her. She has white hair and golden eyes with red makeup framing them, and some sort of flowing cloak.
And you're referring to my character when you said that?
Yep.
Okay, so this man who looks angry looks at you, like looks you up and down and goes, look, lady, I don't know what you thought when you saw me, but I don't think I exactly go with my outfit.
Don't you have a lover or anything? Surely a handsome man like yourself would have a lady at home.
He just chuckles and he just chuckles and is like, and it's like I got time for that, and he kind of just absolutely at the end of that sentence just turns around and starts walking and goes, look, I don't got time for this. I gotta figure out what's going on.
And probably runs into John's character who's following him.
By the way, he totally turned back and walked the other direction that he was not walking before. Like he doesn't know where he's going.
Oh no!
Can I make a stealth check to see if I can avoid his notice?
Would he even try to notice you if he's so confused?
It would go against my passive because I'm not looking for you.
Yeah, like I can try anyway.
I guess.
Like
if you want to
Yeah, by all means.
Is that a 5?
You rolled a 2.
Yeah.
2.
Oh, a 2?
So yeah, you got a 5. So against my passive perception of 18.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
So
Can I
then,
do something actually?
well, hold on, because I think it's
My
actually.
first was lower.
So as soon as he turns around, he sees John again. He does a double take, and he grabs your shirt and he goes, "Are you following me, punk?"
Now then, sir, won't you leave him alone? I'm sure he's certainly just looking at the wares. After all, I can't lose another customer.
So he looks at you, looks at the necklace again, looks at Orpheus, and then just goes, "Oh, you're one of those," and then lets go and starts walking.
Now then, sir, I do say you owe me one.
He said, oh no.
Yes, I suppose I do. What? So, what are your terms?
I'll call on you later.
Very well. May I have your name?
Alia.
Thalia. I'm Orpheus. It's a pleasure to meet you.
A pleasure.
I am going to go find an inn. Perhaps we shall meet up there to discuss later.
Perhaps.
So I guess walking through the festivities, just kind of like looking around at all our options, maybe playing a couple games or whatever's going on. You see a young lady, probably in her early to mid 20s, about 4 to 10 feet, and she has bright green eyes, striking red curly hair, and she looks like she has a bit of a tan going on, like maybe she's worked out in the fields a lot, like she's been out in the sun. She is very reminiscent of Merida, if you've seen Brave. And so she's just kind of just walking around looking at all the different festivities.
Okay, Tyler, what is he doing?
Well, you see a figure clad in heavy armor. Most people immediately turn their gaze to look at this figure approaching and then stop to take a double take as they see her face. And you can tell that she is not liking the intention at all. She has probably shoulder length silver hair with golden eyes, which is rare for someone you would think would be a human. She stands at about 6 foot tall, or 6 foot 2 inches tall, which is, again, tall for what you would assume to be a human female. And she's just trying to get her way through the crowd without drawing too much attention, which is difficult to do with all that armor.
So while you guys are all walking around the festival, you guys hear a huge roar, which is pretty weird since everything's already kind of loud. But up in the sky, you guys see a very adult evil dragon.
Fun.
Alright, I've had some weird dreams, but what the crap is that?
Well, I'm going
He
to
says,
choose
grabbing the
building.
shoulder of somebody he doesn't know.
I'm following Thalia into that nearest building.
I immediately try to get people off the street and tell them which direction to go to get shelter.
As I'm running, I'm sort of pulling out my crossbow and sort of looking over my shoulder.
Brittany, what do you do?
I'll see others trying to help the crowd and also kind of like go into helping as well, get people out there safe, make sure, like the children and all the, people who are getting pushed to the side because everyone's freaking out are being able to get where they need to go.
Okay. So the dragon starts to cause destruction around the whole city. Fires break out, buildings fall. And specifically, buildings fall around you guys, and they cause a crevice. And there's because there's underground tunnels, because they have just invented plumbing. So there's underground tunnels and sewers under the city. So all you guys are on the same street, and the houses as well, and you all fall down to the sewers.
All right.
Gross.
All right then.
Can, I roll an acrobatics check to not fall on my face?
Yes, you may roll an acrobatics check.
Let's do that.
You can all roll any check you want. Who rolled a 1?
Somebody landed right on their face.
Ow.
Was it Samantha?
Yeah.
Okay, well, then you poor thing get a rock landed on your foot. As, when you fell, you hit the ground hard and a boulder lands on your foot.
String of John's character uses a string of profanities that you would not expect from her previous manner of speech.
I guess I will roll. I guess I'm.
I got a
I guess
plus
it
6,
wouldn't-
I just got a 9.
Did you roll that other
I guess it
one?
wouldn't work while falling.
He didn't add his number to that one.
Oh,
so
he
it
didn't
doesn't
add
count.
his number. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I forgot to. I didn't know I rolled that one on accident. Can we take that one instead?
No. So
Don't worry, Xander. I'm right there with you.
with Tyler's character, she falls and her
That wasn't
armor just
my-
clunks.
She just bounces in her armor.
She just bounces in her armor.
You
All
should.
right, so,
Clang, clang, clang.
Xander hits a couple rocks on his way down and falls on his butt.
How long is this fall?
It's not too far.
Oh, okay, so
You're not going to be able to get back up though.
I think we mainly
Okay.
just decided how gracefully we landed.
Yeah, and Brittany
Yeah.
she falls face first into the ground.
I have a plus
Right.
6.
Oh,
And you've rolled 2 2s.
okay. Then if you have a plus 6, that's 8. Then you just fall on your butt.
Okay.
all right. I'm rolling my acrobatics now.
I want to say that that Zach lands really close to. Brittany, what's your character's name again?
Everyone's failing.
Yeah, everyone's failing.
So everyone landed on their butt except Samantha, who landed face first and has a boulder on her now.
Oh no!
So when we land, I want to say like we're all really close to each other, like cause kind of slid down. We'll land on my butt, see everybody else land on her butt, and then see Sam and be like, well, could have been her.
I immediately get up and try to get the rock off her.
I get up and also check on and see if she was injured. Did that do any damage to her?
No.
Okay.
An HP.
There's some other people who have fallen with you, but some of them did not make it. Actually, most of them did not make it. Only one other person has made it, and she is in a cloak, and when she puts her hood down, you see that it's a very fair woman. Well, by the face, she looks like a woman, but you could tell that she's not really filled out everywhere. And she has jet black hair and blue eyes. And Tyler, roll a perception check.
All right, let's see what I'm add to that real quick. Oh, I add nothing. Fantastic.
Oh no!
Not the most perceptive.
Oof.
Nope.
Seriously, Tyler? Okay, well, you know she looks familiar, but you have no idea where.
I immediately am going to cast Divine Sense.
Okay.
Which does.
I get to know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of me.
You get to do what?
It is not an attack. Divine Sense. I get to know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
Is she
Okay.
one of those?
No,
guys?
she is not one of those, so
Okay.
you're fine.
I am no longer paranoid.
You're no longer paranoid.
Quick question,
Yes.
because I'm dumb. Cantrips also take up spell slots, right?
No.
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 Cantrips do not.
Cantrip
Okay.
are at will.
All right. Okay.
As much
Sweet.
as you want.
Is that spell that was cast? Is it like
It's not a spell.
It's
it
a
wasn't.
class feature.
Okay?
Yep.
So it's not something that you can see happen.
Nope.
Okay.
It's just something I can do.
I'm just sort of checking around everyone who survived for injuries. I am proficient in medicine. It's one of those things I have.
Yeah. How bright is it down here? Can we
It's
see?
pretty dark. Hopefully someone
I
can do something
cast the
about
light cantrip.
it. Okay.
Okay.
Good job. Now
On
you
what?
can see.
I'll cast it on probably my
How-
probably on myself, just my armor or something.
It like reflects everything even more.
Hey, she said it was dark.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it's gonna be telling, but this is exactly what my character's gonna say. All right, so as we stand up, my character goes, "Anybody got a flashlight?
Excuse me, what?
You know, it's dark. We need to see."
Oh, I also I pull out one of my torches from my bag and one of the tools off of my tool belt. I have multiple tool belts with various different tools, and I sort of do a fiddly thing. I imagine it's kind of like flipping back and forth a butterfly knife. You ever seen?
Yeah, we know what a
Yeah.
butterfly knife is.
Yeah. So I imagine it's something like that. Spinning one of the tool in a specific way, and I sort of tap the head of my torch, and it starts also giving off bright light.
So you've lit a torch.
Yes. It's not on fire though. It's actually just light.
Xander, you could have called the flashlight a torch and it would have been so much better. Someone could have just pulled out a torch.
It's not where he's from. He turns around and goes, "That works." Does a double take, like, the crap is that?
Oh no! Wait, hold on. It has to. Can torches be considered tiny objects? I guess they're handheld. So
Just take
Yeah.
a stick.
yeah,
There's probably tiny
Yeah.
torches in this society because
Yeah.
they're worked on stuff
Yeah.
so long.
yeah. So I'm reading the feature here. Okay, I do that with 3 of them. I do that with another 2 of them and hand them off to the people who don't have dark vision. I keep one of them, but like I hand the other 2 off to people.
Yeah.
My guy takes it and goes, "Thanks," and just
Yeah.
stares at it like, "What the crap?"
You're not going to comment on the person with just glowing armor right now.
It's true.
But you said you put it on your holy symbol, so he just thinks you have some
Yeah.
kind of light on, like some kind of light on your chest, because he's not looking that close at you.
Fair enough.
Advise that you don't stare directly into light.
He holds his eye, he shuts his eyes, so he goes, that's a good call.
Yeah, and besides, it works. You have light now.
I guess you're right.
Does anyone know where that fierce beast came from?
Obviously, the sky.
Counter
Did your
question.
character really say that, Tyler?
Oh yeah, she would say that.
Okay, I was like, that sounds like you.
My guy
I
goes.
don't.
Next thing is counter question. The heck was it?
It was a dragon.
Yes.
Have you never heard of a dragon?
He chuckles. Okay, now seriously, what was it?
A
A
dragon.
dragon.
Is there anywhere we see to go in this cave?
Yeah,
I'd like to
they're-
make an
this is
insight check
tunnels.
to see if I can.
No.
I'd like to make an insight check to see if I can
Yes.
make an educated guess what his problem is.
What Xander's problem is.
Yeah,
The laddie is deaf,
'cause I'm-
obviously.
because I'm an intelligent person. I can come up with a creative, if wholly implausible, solution. Magic still exists.
I think he just hit his head too hard when he fell down.
Are you in need of
So-
healing?
Let
Acting
me
like this
see.
beforehand.
Rolling
There we go.
12.
+1.
That is with the +1.
I
Oh.
mean, this is up to your interpretation, but I would say with that, he probably knows that I'm not just being an a-hole.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah.
That's probably about all I'd say.
So it just is going to affect the question I asked. I think I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say, when are you from?
Okay, so you say, when are you from? And he looks at you like you're crazy. And he goes, now? Or I guess I'm still half sure this is a dream, so I guess you'd say 2018?
What's the calendar year? Erica, what's the calendar year for this setting?
I don't know.
Oh,
It
she
probably
hadn't
doesn't
prepared
run
that.
off the same type of calendar.
1700s, roughly.
Yeah.
Okay, so like
And jump on in and say, who's
Uh,
ruling during your time?
He's like, the president? I don't keep up with that.
The next president.
we're in this. The year is it's in the 1700s. I say that, but like I say the exact year because we don't know the exact year as players, so I just character
Okay,
says.
so we'll just say your character says whatever the time frame is here, the
Yes.
calendar, as to be determined later. And as soon as you say that, he turns to you and then grabs you, but not in like an aggressive manner, just like grabs you like, wait a minute. And he goes, "You're joking, right?"
No, I'm afraid you are out of time.
he just looks up, looks around, and goes, "All right, but dragons were never a real thing."
Oh,
They've always
Skip
been a real
worlds.
thing.
Perhaps this is a case of parallel multiverse theory.
He goes, "Look, I didn't even finish high school. I don't know what you're talking about."
Oh, so you're educated. Wonderful.
He looks at you and goes, "If you count that."
Yes.
More than most.
I stow my curiosity and I say, look, I think we can all agree that right now, this particular foray into discussion does not matter. What matters is that we find our way back to the surface, preferably away from the dragon that just destroyed the town.
I guess
Talk
that's
to the other lady that's with us.
I was wondering when someone's going to say that.
Yeah, I was waiting for people to stop talking.
What'd she say?
What about the other lady?
She's
I'm gonna
talking
talk
to
to
the
the other
girl.
lady.
She's gonna talk to the other lady.
Okay, go right ahead.
And who might you be?
She looks at you and she's like, I'd rather not say at this moment.
That's fair.
Is there going to be a moment where you will say?
If you guys get me out of here safely, then yes.
Well, then any ideas how we get out?
My guy comes over and goes,
Oh.
I'm just gonna throw this out there, but this random lady's identity for keeping her safe, not exactly a fair trade.
No, but it is our duty. Or at least mine.
She also sticks around. I forget Tyler's character's name.
Atria.
Atria. She sticks around Atria more because she recognizes you.
I don't recognize her, so I don't notice it. Anyways, can I roll a history check or something to see if I can get
Yes.
a layout of the sewer
Yes, you
system?
may.
21.
Okay, you know it pretty well.
So I immediately just start walking in a direction expecting everyone to follow.
Following.
I'll follow.
It's a start, I suppose.
Sure, why not?
So while you guys are going through, this dragon's still up top. You can hear it with rumbles, and there's a couple passages that have been closed off to you. So it's taking a lot longer to try and find your way out. Then make a perception check, everybody.
I'm just gonna use my passive
Sweet.
perception. Wait. I guess that's your ruling. If I'm not actively looking around, do you think it's okay if I'm just using my passive perception?
Yeah, if you want to.
Well, I guess I probably should roll because if I'm walking around, I'm probably looking around.
I have like a moment where I see all the pipes in the sewers, and I can somehow see a map of the city, by the pipe system.
Well,
We
let's
got
see what
limitless.
Erica's wanting us to see.
Yep, so
Yeah,
you
it's
guys
like I don't
all
know.
hear the scurrying pitter patters of feet that are actually kind of big pitter patters of feet, and before they're on top of you, you guys see 4 giant rats.
All
Oh,
right. So this was a don't be surprised check.
Yep.
Yeah.
I see him. I look at Atria and I go, "Are they supposed to be that big?"
Yes.
And then then my guy grabs his chain that's like looped around his belt and starts wrapping it around his hand. And goes, "Well, they ain't too big to get punched."
Roll for initiative, I'm guessing.
Yes. Okay.
All right. So who was first? It was John.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Orpheus.
So, yep.
Oh, crap, I need paper.
Seeing that this is a sewer, I'm not going to use the firebolt cantrip. That seems like a bad idea.
Yeah.
I don't know how much these rats have as far as hit points go, so I don't know if I want to waste a spell slot. I don't think I do. I think I'm just going to fire off. I'm pointing my crossbow at rat number 1 on the far left,
Okay.
and I'm going to roll that. That's a D20 plus. Type the D.
Type of the D.
He needs the D.
oh no.
Not dignifying that.
Don't worry, there was no dignification to it to begin with.
19
You hit.
total. All right.
What is that damage?
See, light crossbow is a D8, right? Heavy crossbow. 1D8. 3.
Oh.
Ooh, 11 damage to rat 1.
Nice.
It dies.
Why?
Right in its head.
Yeah.
Yep.
You get it right in the head, right in the eyeball.
Zach comes
Yeah.
over and goes, "Oh, who needs guns, right, man?"
If they die all the same,
Okay. It's rat 3's turn. They move forward. Can they make an attack after they move?
Yes.
Yes.
What was their speed?
It's more than enough to get to me. If that's what
Yeah.
you're trying to do.
There's no way it has less than.
Goes right to you, Miss Lady, named something. I keep
Atria.
forgetting. Atria. It comes right to you, Atria.
Thought I was bad with
and
names.
It rolls. It's
Nope.
a 6.
Oh, it's about to be an
Nope.
18.
Nope. Okay, well then.
Tink on the armor.
Yeah, it's like, and it's like, oh crap, armor.
It chips its tooth on the armor.
It does. It's a little irritated now. Kind of irritated rat.
All right, I believe that makes it my turn. If the rat's done.
No, it's Brittany's turn.
Oh, right.
Yep.
Brittany rolled higher. I forgot.
What you do, Brittany?
I'm gonna shoot one of the rats.
Which one you gonna shoot?
The one that's not currently
one.
facing Atria.
What you're shooting it with?
Well, I wanted her to have a crossbow, but there was not a crossbow option when I was creating my character. So what I have written here is the longbow. So should
Okay,
I?
Yeah.
How do I just use what I have here?
Yeah, I was
Yes.
just. It was a matter of ranges.
Yeah, you've got the
There's-
range for it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it is a D20 I use to roll, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Roll them attack.
Where-
What's your plus?
All right, so you got an 18. Does that
Does
hit?
that
It
hit?
hits. It hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
It hits.
Now
Okay.
roll
so
damage.
then my damage is 1d8 plus 4.
We'll just say it was 10 damage with that first roll, the 6.
Okay.
It's dead.
Okay.
Goodbye.
While rolling pretty well on these
Okay.
damages.
I know, man. I thought we were gonna have a challenge.
Yeah, I know, right?
Xander's up.
All right.
Which one you going for?
Homeboy is going to move right here. And go away, things. And then I'm going to attack this guy
We'll roll
with my chain.
with your chicken.
Which basically just means it's wrapped around his fist and he's going to punch it right in the face. Right in his rat face.
I feel like you have a personal problem with that rat.
Does an 18 hit?
Yeah, it hits.
All right.
I want at least to nibble one of you guys.
You want to hit somebody.
You did. It just didn't do anything.
Just chip a toe.
That's true.
Oh my gosh, it's dead!
So I just punch it so hard, all the teeth fall out.
How do you have a +6 in damage?
That's what it says here since I'm attacking with my... Wait. That is a good point. How do I have +6 in damage? Why does it say
You don't
that?
get to add your proficiency.
Yeah, it's this. It's plus
Oh,
4.
that's not bad. So it's 8 plus 4.
dead.
You're still dead.
It's still dead.
It's still a dead rat.
I typed the... I forgot to replace that because I'm doing the
Okay.
command keys. All right. But then he punches that one. As he pulls his fist back, lets the chain unwrap a little bit, and then swings around and whips it at the other one.
So you can make 2 attacks.
I can make 2 attacks. I am the monk.
Okay.
Is that
Bonus action.
Yeah, bonus action.
Yep, bonus action.
Bonus action. Always be a monk.
Always be a monk.
That's what we've learned here today.
I have fond memories of monkhood.
Oh, exact same thing, so that hits.
Yes, it does.
Not to be confused with monkshood, which I think is a plant.
This one.
I'm
is not.
Googling it.
She needs to know.
6 damage.
It's a plant.
It's alive, but
So I-
barely.
It's
So I just
poison.
whip it right in the face. It's
Yeah,
still a little
I-
alive though.
I did not have fond memories with the poison monkshood.
Okay.
Wait.
So next would be
Tyler.
yeah, because Rat one's dead, so I'm up.
All right, that one's.
All you gotta
injured.
do is like boop it real hard.
Wait, did Samantha get
Just-
skipped?
I'm last.
Yeah, she's last.
Yeah, she's dead last.
She's the lastest of last.
What did
Oh.
I get?
That's
I got
fine.
He rolled a 20. But he didn't roll a die. He just rolled 20.
He just
Just
rolled.
Just rolled. Hold on, let me fix it.
That-
So
that
that-
was-
He rolled a one-sided die that only had 20 on it.
You cheater. It's a loaded dice.
there it goes. 17.
You hit.
He found a way to put a loaded die in this game.
Careful with that.
14.
Okay.
It's murdered.
Yeah,
gone.
yeah. With your great sword, is that what you're using?
It was a little overkill.
Yes.
You use your sword and it goes so much like blood splatters everywhere. Like it was a little overkill.
Yeah,
Take-
like
She grabs her sword that's from behind her back and just pulls it out with both hands and just slashes downward. And well, there was a rat.
Blood splatters so much it gets on Zach, and he goes, "Dude, it was almost dead."
I made sure. It's not my fault you couldn't confirm your kill.
I already killed one of them.
oh, okay. I walk back to retrieve the bolt out of the one I killed.
I'll do the same.
I retrieve my fist. Oh wait,
I take a cloth and wipe off the
Guts.
yeah, and then sort of arrange it like back into the bolt case. You see in the bolt case it's sort of an interesting mechanism. It doesn't seem to really do much other than be a little fancier. It just kind of slides and he slides it, and then so that the empty bolt space loops around to be on the
Where you can put the thing in.
where it's on the other end of it.
All right, so then
It really serves no purpose other than to be fancier.
Yeah. All right, so then we start. I guess we start walking again. I don't.
Yeah,
Right.
I question if everyone's okay before we start walking again.
He says yes.
That's good.
I look at you and go, they were rats.
We're big rats.
And I don't know if there might have been more that popped up somewhere. So I'm checking.
Tyler, I want you to roll another perception check.
Why me?
Because
You're the one that's
Okay.
looking.
no, also because it's bugging you that you don't know who this person is, yet you know this person.
Nope.
9.
it's just bugging
That's
you.
just bugging the crap
Yeah,
out of you.
now since you got a 9, it's just bugging you even more, and it's like on the tip of your tongue, and you're hoping you'll get it later.
Not my
You're
primary concern right now. Primary concern getting everyone out of here safe.
12.
So
I'm just
continuing.
looking around. I'm trying to see if there's any more rats.
It has gotten quiet up on the city. Well, no dragon sounds.
No dragon sounds.
They're still screaming in chaos.
It's like, well, the dragon might not be there anymore.
Well, we want to continue with that at least.
Go.
Okay, I'm going to see if I can. As we're walking, I'm gonna try and see if I can notice any changes in the light level, like if from any of the pathways we pass.
So you're looking for an exit, basically.
Yeah.
Perception, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
11.
You don't see anything yet.
All right. Probably doesn't help that I'm still holding a torch, lit torch.
He's looking for light. He keeps looking at his own hand.
Tyler can roll another history check to see if he knows if there's a place next door.
Okay. 19.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Yes. You remember that there's a exit just up ahead to the left.
I don't really say anything. I just walk towards it.
So, by virtue of like a shop that's up top. That's
Yeah.
like-
Yo, I guess we'll find out when we get there.
all right.
Yeah, you
Well,
guys.
I mean, like, if it's history, unless he spent a lot of his time in the sewers, he wouldn't remember the history of the sewers.
Schematics.
Well, yeah, no, that history doesn't mean things that you know about yourself, like that you've been to. History knows things that you know that you've heard or researched. It's
Yeah,
not personal history.
yeah, but
And
most
the-
likely,
And the sewage system being built in my personal capital would be big enough for me to know about.
Mhm.
yeah. Specifically, just where the exits and entries are.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have a
I'm just-
general idea.
All right, so
I-
we're on our way going up to the exit.
I'm
So-
overly curious.
There's a ladder, and it leads to what looked like a store, but it's rubble right now.
Oh.
So,
We have to dig our
who's
way
the
out.
strongest person? Because they need to make a strength check to see if they can.
16.
That's a bit more than me.
Would it be an athletics check?
Wouldn't it be a strength check?
Athletics,
Athletics,
yeah.
yes.
Okay, it'd be athletics.
Well, athletics is running, jumping,
Yeah,
climbing.
if
But
he's just
athletics
pushing,
is
that's-
also
that's
to
strength.
Escape
Oh,
grapple.
okay. Then it's just strength.
Okay.
I
It's
will.
only a 2 difference, so.
I will like try to climb up and help like support you. So you gotta climb that ladder to give you an aid.
So would that give me advantage?
Yes. You just wanted to touch her butt.
I can't. She's wearing armor.
I'm a lucky
I have a
character.
butt.
Just
You
want to
smack
touch
her butt and you just hear clang.
Excuse me.
You got this. Go, girl.
13. It only rolled 1 though. Because I
Roll,
put the 2 in front of it, that's why.
then roll another one.
Okay, that's much better.
Yeah, you push the crate or well the manhole cover
Thing.
open.
Both roll 19s.
Yeah, they both rolled 19s.
But yeah, you push it open pretty much with ease, and you are all free to see the city on fire.
So is like everything destroyed?
No, not everything. Only this part of the city.
I immediately start searching for survivors.
I'm checking the. I'm sort of have my crossbow drawn, checking the alleyways as I go, following him.
Does no one care about the lady that's with you guys?
I'm
She said
assuming
that
she's
she's
gonna
on
follow.
her.
Right? My primary concern is the people.
Well,
Yeah, there are.
Does
Are
anyone
more-
else want to worry about themselves first, or
No,
No, I'm neutral good.
that's selfish.
Brittany?
I worry about myself. either
Yeah.
I know people are safe or if everyone else is dead.
It's your alignment, Brittany.
Yeah, I'm more concerned with others.
I'm looking in the skies. Like, I'm looking around to see if I can find this dragon.
Well, the
It's
lady,
probably safer to follow them, and then I'm gonna follow them too.
I
don't wanna be
only
alone.
selfish one.
the lady that's following you guys, like, she goes around and tries to help, but she's also looks very concerned and worried. So she decides to go up to, I want to say her name's Atari.
Atari. She goes up to a place.
Yeah.
She goes up to an Atari, starts playing. What is it, Pong? No, that was later. That was
But
later.
she goes up to you, and then she's like, that she knew that you were of nobleness, and that she was the princess of this city, and that she needs to get back to the
Face
castle.
Ground immediately.
What'd you
Please
say
forgive
you
me, I
do?
did not recognize you.
That's why it's sad you didn't recognize her.
Yeah, that's why my face is immediately on the ground, apologizing.
She says that you're fine. So yeah, what are you doing now?
Well, I rolled a 17 to look for the dragon.
You don't see a dragon anymore.
All right, I come back, guys. Dragon's gone, I guess.
I'm
What are you doing outside the
are
castle?
there any I assume we didn't find any survivors.
No, there's some survivors around.
Oh, okay.
But
Well, then what I'm doing is I'm trying to help round them up.
Oh yeah,
lead
when I
them
walked
back
back and said,
lead them back to the group.
yes, sorry. When I walked back and said dragon's gone, I look down at a tree and go, why are you on the ground?
For the presence of nobility. How?
I look around and go, where?
I point at her right in front of me.
well, she tells you to get back up, and she explains that she wanted to go see the festival because she's only 16, so she's young,
Oh,
and she wanted to go
That-
see the festival, and so she snuck out of the castle.
That is extremely. Let's just get you back to the castle.
I did dumber things when I was 16, so this is fine.
I do dumber things now. Wait, is the castle still standing?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Good
what I just
question.
said.
The castle is still standing. There's a little wear on it, but for the most part, it's standing.
Okay.
The dragon didn't
Um,
do much over there. It was mostly just like in this little area, like not area, but yeah, few streets.
How many survivors did I manage to round up?
You rounded up 10.
Okay. So
I'll start leading them all towards the castle, I guess.
yeah,
then.
let's
Is it dying?
As you go, you do find others that are like wounded and some
Alright.
under rubble.
every time I see a wounded person, I'm gonna try to apply, do some basic first aid. I don't have a kit, but I am trained in medicine, so
I can do spare the dying.
I don't.
I mean that's a cantrip
Yeah.
too. So I guess yeah, I'll if they're dying, you can do that, but if they're just injured,
Yeah.
I can.
If they're
I'm
dying,
saying
I
if the
don't
people are
think it's-
dying.
Well, I mean, injured, unconscious, and fatally wounded. There are levels.
Yeah.
But if they're not everyone who is injured is going to be fatally injured.
All right, so
Yeah,
you guys are doing all your
That's
healing
why I
stuff.
said if they're dying.
All right, so you guys are doing all your healing stuff.
Alright.
We're on our way to the castle. What's
Yes.
up?
You're
thought
on
I
your
was
way.
trained in medicine.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay,
am-
apparently I'm not. It's a different character.
Wait, that was
Anyway,
me in a
I can
past
still
life.
attempt it. I'm still attempting.
Okay.
obviously.
Don't kill
Anyways,
nobody.
I'm gonna start bombarding the princess with questions about how is she okay? Is she fine? Does she need anything?
Leave the girl alone.
She is my liege. I have to bombard.
She like sweetly giggles at you, and she's just like she's fine. But she is a little. She's like, I am a little upset though. You didn't recognize me.
Oh,
I apologize.
My Zach leans over and goes, well, it's not like you guys have TVs. She doesn't see you every day.
What's
What
the
is
TV?
this TV?
He grabs his head and goes, oh, that's right. Whatever, forget it.
you're a very strange lad.
I think
We
you
just
know
ran
what-
from a dragon and I'm strange.
Yes.
All
I
right,
think he
whatever.
nailed his head a little bit too hard.
I'm not paying attention to these conversations. I'm just, checking and sometimes double checking the alleyways with my crossbow, leading with my crossbow as I'm just sort of. It seems to be, a little frantic.
Zach looks behind him and goes, "All right, Mr. Commando, I think the dragon was the only thing we were worried about."
You'd be surprised who might want to take advantage of the chaos.
Yeah, then they get beat up. It's a whole thing. Anyway, how far is this castle?
Well, I'm gonna try to comfort the princess. So
Okay, so you guys, after going through rubble and a few flames,
Through the fire and the flames, we carry on.
yeah, you end up at the castle, and the guards outside try to stop you, but then they see the princess and they freak out.
I immediately announce titles and everything for her first, and then myself. I don't know the rest of them, so I don't really acknowledge them.
Who looks like of the guards present, who seems like they're higher on the chain of command?
The one on the right.
Okay, I slowly lower my weapon, relax as we've made it, like walk up to him and ask, excuse me, sir, is there any way that we could that you might offer shelter to these people in addition to your princess?
I'm gonna jump in and say, we'd also be grateful if you offered shelter to us.
The guard looks hesitant and he doesn't want to, but then the princess comes up and she tells the guard that it's fine and that she wants her people to come in. So you all go in.
Yeah.
And you're all led to the king.
All right. I'll
Suck down again.
as I'm the agreement happens, I'm holstering my crossbows before we and putting away everything. I'm extinguishing all the I snap my fingers 3 times and I'm extinguishing all the torch lights. Asking for my torches back.
And so when you guys get into the throne room, the princess runs up and he was worried about her, and she tells the whole story of how you guys saved her from giant rats and how you guys looked out for her. And she also explained why she didn't originally say that she was the princess was because she didn't want she didn't know you guys, and she didn't want someone to use her against the kingdom. So
I guess that.
The king is very grateful for all you have done.
Yay.
Yay.
Is that what you do? Like, yay.
I ask. I don't normally ask for payment of any kind, but I do have a favor I would like to ask. Something I would like help with.
Yes.
Hello?
Hello? Or did we?
I said yes.
Oh, okay.
I didn't hear you say it.
Hear you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The king is ignored at your silence.
Okay. So may I approach the throne?
You may.
Okay. So I walk up and I sort of make sure no one's over the shoulder, and I show the king my little paper, and I ask him like one of them is here,
Mm-hmm.
in or near the capital, and if you could help me locating it, that would be great.
Do you know what it is?
It's a missing page, and I'm one of 7, and I show him a book. It was my grandfather's journal.
He says, "Oh yes, I think that page is in the vault."
I sort of breathe a sigh of relief.
However, at that exact moment, a guard runs in and says the vault has been ransacked.
Oh no!
And that most of it though was there, but one of the things that was missing was like an old a page, along with an item that was pertained to that page.
Zach looks over and goes, "Dude, your luck sucks."
You're in presence of royalty. Please watch your tongue.
You see the sigh halts mid sigh, and then I take a deep breath, and then it sort of lets out like sort of shaky, smoother. And then I immediately offer my services. Well, I offer help chase down the thieves.
Yeah, I look at the guard that ran in and said that. And he goes, "Yeah, what do you know about these jerks?"
They don't know anything. They came like a shadow, and it was during all the time with the dragon, so no one was paying attention.
Zach goes, "Okay, wait a minute. This world's weird. They came like a shadow, or they were shadows? Because I don't know at this point."
They're like, we didn't see them very well, so...
Well, do you think we would be allowed under supervision, of course, into the vault to investigate, see if we can find a clue as to the nature of the thieves. Maybe that might be a good starting point.
Yes, you may, the king says, and sends you.
Wait, what's
off.
Princess's name?
The princess's name is Alexia, and the king's
Okay.
name is Neil.
Okay.
So we're gonna kneel
King
before Neil.
and
Yeah.
Princess Alexia.
Yes. And Alexia goes along with you guys because she finds you interesting. Also, she's 16 and she finds a couple of you hot.
Oh
So-
my.
Uh,
Which
Uh,
ones?
Let's
I
not
think
Atrea,
that
she
should
spins-
be a-
she swings
I
that
think
way.
That should be a surprise for organic story purposes.
All right, so we get to this vault.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do we
All
see?
right.
Only like 2 of us know each other's names.
Yeah. I think we should formally introduce ourselves now.
While you're walking to the vaults, it's probably a good idea.
Yeah, my name is Orpheus Felden. I hail from Virion, and I'm on a journey to find the missing pages of my late grandfather Icarus's journal.
I am Thalia. That is what you may call me. That's it.
Oh, so, no last name. I also, for clarification, because my ears keep wanting to trick me, is that Thalia with an F or Thalia with a TH?
TH.
Okay, I've been saying it wrong. I'm glad no one's noticed.
Well, my name's Roxanne Rosary.
Nothing else.
No.
You guys don't want to tell nothing about yourselves.
Did we ever?
Isn't that obvious?
Tyler, introduce your character. I'm intentionally trying to go last.
I am Lady Atrea Trusong of Draystone Fields, though you can just refer to me as Atrea, as I'm sure no one wants to announce that mouthful.
Or Atari.
Or Atari. And my guy. And then Zach looks over and goes, well, I am Zach Stryker, here of the noble mission of getting the heck out of this place.
I wish you luck with that quest.
A very noble one, it sounds.
I'm just looking at him, just muttering to myself.
He was obviously making fun of the way you guys were talking.
Yes, we noticed.
Yeah.
Just want to make that clear.
Yeah.
Alright, so anyway, we get to this vault.
And then,
All right, so
as it looks like there's still jewels and everything, like, it doesn't look like it's been touched really.
That's a lot of money around here.
Nope, I don't notice anything.
You rolled an 8.
But Tyler, you're not noticing nothing!
I did not either. I'm too distracted by all the shiny.
first I'm going to make an investigation.
Oh, that's true. I should have rolled investigation, not perception.
I'll do investigation as well.
It is the same roll for
It
me
is.
regardless.
Mine was less actually, because I have no plus to investigation.
I got a 15.
You didn't add a +1? Does she need to roll it again? Or
We'll
not?
just add the plus.
Okay.
It's not like she didn't roll or rolled the wrong die. Brady.
Because
Well-
I have a +5 to investigation.
That must be
I-
nice.
I have a +2 to investigation.
All
Or
right.
should I roll perception?
Well, investigation is detective work.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did not roll very good.
So far, 15 is
I
the
got-
high. But 15 is not bad.
Yep.
So, Brittany, what are you getting? Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
what you're
wow.
getting.
That was so close.
Almost a one!
All right,
Just
Brittany.
saying,
So-
okay, good.
What did I detect?
Roxanne notices that, like, over in the partridge section of the vault is all messed up.
Partridge.
And the what?
Like,
Parchment.
the
Parchment.
partridge.
I
The
thought
pa-
you said
All the parches in those pear trees.
All the scrolls and all the papers are messed up over on the side.
I'm
Okay.
going to ask the guards who are guarding the vault what exactly was over there.
They said that over there was like a lot of history and myths about the world, and that they're not sure exactly what was taken just yet. They just know that some paper was taken.
Anything more powerful?
Not that they know of. All
So-
they know is that an old piece of a ruin was also taken, but
What did
They
this
didn't.
ruin do?
that they don't know. They
I-
think that it was just a piece of ruin that was passed down between the kings.
So y'all got robbed by
one thing.
nerds.
One moment.
Right? I'm going to ask the princess then if she knows anything about what was taken.
She shrugs her shoulders.
I have a
Okay.
spell I want to cast.
Okay.
I want to cast it as a ritual, so I don't use a spell slot for it. So it's going to take 10 more minutes. I don't know whether it's officially identify or I think it's detect magic. I want to see if I can find a trail of magic based on if the thing they took was magical. Maybe I can find a trail of its residual energy with detect magic.
It does not.
Well, it was worth a shot.
But
It's gone.
would
But the people may have magic.
would you have detected is that spell specific to what you're looking at, or can you detect magic in the area?
No, it's just an area. It's an area.
So if they use magic to get in there,
Yeah.
I had a specific guess in mind. But like, if it's like anywhere in this vault, I could do it. I could find it.
so does it get any magic anywhere in this vault?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, but also there's a lot of magical items in this vault, so
Yeah. Is there any trail leading out of the vault? Residual energy?
no.
Anything
probably not.
so nothing magic got stolen. And the people who stole it were likely not magic.
Unless they
Otherwise-
came through a shadow. Like they were saying.
Well, then I would be able to know that shadow magic was used to teleport or something.
But
Not
wouldn't
if
it
it's a
stop
creature
at
like the monk.
wouldn't it stop at the end of the wall? Or yeah, like if it was the monk.
If it's a feature, you wouldn't be able to tell because it's technically not magic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does it say you can detect different types of magic?
I was trying to get away so I can get my book and figure out remind myself what the actual rules of it were.
I'm gonna look for physical clues of people being here, like if anything they may have left behind. Would that be investigation?
Yes.
Okay.
Gotta do detective work.
While this is going on, I'm going to make my way to the parchment and start looking for clues, but they're clues related to my background. Erica,
Yes.
Or-
Don't you need to roll
did you hear
something?
me?
No, Bert-
That's what I was asking. What do I need to roll?
Sam, how did you roll a 0?
I put D0
1d0
instead of 20.
plus one.
D0. I was
So-
like, you don't even know you're in a vault anymore.
Okay, for the detect magic rules, it lasts for 10 minutes. For the duration, you can
Alright.
sense presence magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any. So it's like a sort of a buff to my eyes. I look around and
Okay, so first off, Sam, you just notice how pristine everything is except for the papers. There's not like literally no one touched anything else,
And the people didn't leave anything behind.
Anything
and
behind?
they didn't leave
Okay.
anything behind. It's like they were a ninja. And then,
Nice.
Tyler, you roll a
What do I need to roll?
I guess that'd be investigation check as well.
Oh, I got a good number finally.
There's no plus.
You have no plus in that?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I have no plus.
Then in the papers, you see your family's name, and did your character already know how they became the way they are? I don't remember if we talked about that.
She knows the legend of the family.
Okay, well that's what you find. You just find that.
I have a question. While my detect magic is active, since you said there was magic around in the vault,
Mm-hmm.
and while my eyes are augmented with this, can I do another investigation check and have maybe an advantage?
Yes. So Tyler, what do you react to just finding the same information? And do we want to say the same
22.
information for everyone else?
22
I just put down the
investigation.
information. Or I just put it back down in the pile and act like I'm trying to straighten it up.
Okay. And then
22
Yeah, 22
okay.
investigation with my buffed eyes.
with his magic seeing eyes.
Well, you basically see kind of like footprints leading to the wall and vanishing.
Okay, so this is a secret passage then. I can almost
Maybe.
guarantee it.
Yeah, maybe.
Hold on.
It's
I'm
Are you
either-
going to share this information, or
I mean, I this is out loud. That's either like because if it was a magic portal disguised as a wall, I would know because I'm seeing magic. Like that's how it works.
I'm gonna
So it
check the wall too then?
it obviously cannot be magic since I'm not seeing magic on the wall, right?
So real fast, while he's looking around, I'm gonna turn around to the guard. That was like the guards that were supposed to be guarding this area, and I'm gonna look at him and be like, "So people got in here and out without anyone noticing, and you didn't see anything." Basically, doing an insight on them, like trying to make sure they're not in on it, because I don't trust them now.
You don't trust the
Joining Xander.
That's an 18 for insight.
Ooh.
Do they seem like they might be lying at all?
Nope. They look like shyly, and they're like they did something bad, which was leave their post.
So I think they might have walked away at the wrong time.
Yes, they walked away.
I convinced you them to leave their
They-
Well, one of them walked away to see the whole like commotion of the dragon, and the other one was seduced by a woman. But it's just a
Oh.
woman of the house. It's just a woman of the castle.
Okay. And then I'm like, I don't know what's worse, if they were in on it or the fact that they were incompetent. As I turn around and say that out loud and turn around and walk back to everybody.
Okay,
Incompetent in one way.
I'm checking the door. I'm assuming it's gonna be a secret door. I'm gonna perception check, I guess investigation works if I
Would you say investigation or perception to check that wall for anything?
yeah
Perception sounds
Perception?
more
Alright.
right.
yeah I guess see if I can find the seam or something.
I'll just like try to help you out and just give you an aid.
All right.
I will
Thank you.
aid you, brother.
So yeah, I'm trying to move things forward here.
I'm gonna go berate the guards for leaving their post.
Plus one. Yeah, you'd be in a better position to do that than.
And I'm gonna say that's an intimidation check.
Tyler's intimidating the guards to 17 because they left their post.
I'm gonna try to help.
You're gonna help intimidate?
I didn't help.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. They both rolled 8.
Did anyone else want to try and make a roll? Besides, Tyler basically made one of the guards pee himself, so
They've got to go to the
Now I'm
bathroom.
berating him for that.
Okay. If you have the more time you spend chastising your underlings, the less time we have to catch the thieves.
I'm gonna go over there and look myself now.
Take
This
over
is done.
chastising them.
I've already given it a help action, so I can't do it again.
Well, then
I'll give-
I will give him a help action because I haven't done it yet.
Giving me the
I've
help
tried-
action.
Yeah, I'm going to try to aid you since I've tried and failed, but I still have magic eyes.
This is gonna go great. Oh,
I did.
Wow, good job.
There was an
Right.
18 and a 19.
So you see there is
Find a way.
a trapdoor. It you have to use magic though to get it open.
Okay. Well,
I
see,
point that out and mention it.
if it is it a magic lock? Because that's something I would have
Nope.
automatically seen.
It's just
Let's just roll
If
with
it
it
is
for now.
magic, I see it. Okay, so
Let's just roll with it. We'll
all
change
right,
it.
so all right. I guess I'll use. Can I use an Arcana check then? Do I
I'll
get
try that too.
advantage? Do I get advantage on this one because I'm still magic eyed
yeah.
and I kind of specialize in this field?
All right. Anyway, so you're rolling. We're done with that. While he's figuring that out, I'm gonna look over at the princess and be like, "Do you know about this?"
She shrugs and shakes her head. Remember,
My
she's
Arcana
16. She doesn't
check.
know a lot yet.
Mhm.
Can I make a history check to see if I get a rough idea where this may lead?
Yes.
Can I do an Arcana check too?
Hmm.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. Tyler knows where it lets
Yeah,
out.
Tyler knows exactly where it lets out. He knows that that this is an escape route, and it goes down to the waterway. So it's like a huge going down the cliff to a secret waterway cave.
I'll call one of the guards over that I haven't berated. Tell them to exactly where to check on the waterway, because I figured the party's gonna go through the tunnel itself.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask who would know about the waterway, the
Exactly.
escape route?
That's what I was gonna.
Yeah, you can
Like-
ask.
Who am I out? Who should guard? One guard. I don't know.
Clearly, I did. I went, oh, it leads out here. You go there.
Maybe you had forgotten about it and
Yeah.
thought it
Yeah,
wasn't
Only,
actually
only
there.
the highest of high people know about this, and the princess just doesn't know because she's kind of just
Young and
yeah.
And they didn't want to give her more ways to sneak out.
Yeah, they didn't want her more ways to sneak out.
like who is allowed to who is allowed to know about this because it was built into the castle and like what was if it was built as an escape route for who?
All right, so
I would know that.
Zach's gonna look at everybody and be like, "All right, so we could go talk to the king and figure out who would know about this or why, or we can just go and try to catch these people."
I vote for going after them. I'll send guards to cut off the exit.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's a. I'll go. I'm in favor of going too, but it's a worthy thing to consider if the king has a traitor in his court.
We
Who
can
knows? It
worry
might be
about
the king
that
himself.
later.
I look at the guards and be like, "You go tell the king about the thing. We're gonna go."
That might be the king himself.
Well, then he knows already. Let's go.
I'm going down there now, relighting the 3 torches.
I'm
Keeping
debating
one-
whether I would actually go. Because she doesn't really have any reason to be doing this.
I've just been kind of swept up in all of it. I'm like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, I don't got anything better to do.
That's fair.
There
I
might be
guess
a
I'm going
reward.
to. Okay, I'm going.
That's good.
I'm just like, of course you're one of those people.
All right, so we're once again in a dark place, I guess.
Yeah.
What-
This time I don't make
Yeah.
a light sword since John
Yeah.
has his torches and I
Yeah.
don't need it.
Yeah,
One needs money to travel in this world.
anyone who has anyone who doesn't have dark vision, take the torch. I have 2 of them to spare. I don't have
Taking
dark
torch.
I'll take one.
I guess I'll lead the way since I can see in the dark.
vision. Yeah.
Yeah. The princess tries to go with you, but the guards tell her no, and they
No.
take
Yeah,
her
that's-
away.
I immediately go, no, as I see her try.
As we walk back from you telling her no, I'm like, she's gonna get herself killed.
I'm gonna take some.
Please don't say such things.
I'm gonna take string, or I'm gonna take a spare leather strap I have in some of my things, and I'm gonna tie the torch sort of to the bottom of my crossbow, sort of as an underslung light source.
So what do we see? Paint our picture as we're walking through this place.
It's very steep. It's a stairwell that leads down, and it's very cold and wet, murky. Brittany,
Nice.
roll a agility check or what?
Acrobatics?
Acrobatics. Roll an acrobatics check.
Oh no.
So you slip on a stair and you go about 5 stairs forward on your butt.
I guess I'll reach down, gently help her up, and ask if she's okay.
Smooth.
Only my pride is hurt.
I'm afraid I can't heal that for you.
Thanks for trying.
Bonding sessions, yay.
As my guy just is condescending as he walked by.
One of these days he's gonna meet the wrong person and get smacked. I hope I'm there to see it.
Did your character say that out loud?
Oh, I say that out loud.
He looks and goes, "Oh, I've met plenty of those guys."
And I'm sure girls.
Anyway, I'm gonna see if, I guess once we get to the bottom of the staircase, what do we see?
When you get to the bottom of the staircase, you see like it's in a cave and there's a light that leads out of the cave in the water. So there would be like there's not a boat there at the moment.
Is there like a indentation on the ground? Like, is there dirt or rock?
Rock.
Okay, so we can't tell if a boat's just cast off there.
Yeah. It's like a little pier kind of thing.
Okay.
It's rock and then there's a little pier. And it looks like the boat's gone.
Okay, but there was a boat there at some point,
Yes.
and we can tell by scuffed rock and maybe some,
There's normally not a boat there though. But
yeah.
Maybe like
Okay.
some dirt and stuff, like dust has been disturbed. We can see like where a rope went
Yeah.
around the thing.
Yep.
Brief human occupation.
Well, does anyone have a way to get across this?
I just kind of look at my armor. No.
No, I think
I look at it like the king's got to have a boat, right?
yeah, but where were they headed? Like,
I
I'm gonna
get.
turn to the person who knows about the castle. Atria, do you know where this is headed?
Do I know? Let's find out.
he's gonna forget again.
And
Is
this
this
lets
a
out
history
into the
check again?
ocean,
no,
right?
honestly, it'd be a history
Inside
check.
the city.
I'd say to like see if there are any enemies of the kingdom who might pull a stunt like this.
Rolling history.
All right then.
He knows more about the castle than the people that built it.
So what are you exactly trying to know?
Who would be the most likely enemy of the kingdom that would try to pull a stunt like this?
As far as you know, none of the other kingdoms would.
The enemy doesn't have to be a kingdom.
Mm.
Well, so does he know? Even if there's multiple, does he know about any enemies to the crown?
Every kingdom has
He
enemies.
okay. He has been hearing some things of things being taken from other places, of
Okay.
like magic people or magic things.
So like a string of very high-profile robberies.
Yes.
I'll
Okay.
kind of mumble that out loud. So it's clear I'm not trying to announce it, but I'm not keeping it quiet either.
Okay. Is there a common thread of what was taken?
Just magic.
Okay.
The common thread is magic.
All right then. So, well, looks like we have a lead on who, if not where.
Do we
Okay.
know when the
Well,
next?
I think we should go back to the castle, report our findings, see if we can dig up anything.
We know when or where the next robbery would happen?
No,
Nope.
I'm guessing they're sporadic.
Not enough data to.
Were there
determine.
dragon attacks at the other robberies? Because that's a heck of a diversion.
Erica, were
Nope.
there?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay.
Not for this one.
No.
Erica,
well,
has
not
there
for the
been
other
any
ones.
pattern
No.
of like location wise?
Not really.
Other than
And the
high
only reason
profile.
Tyler actually knows about this is because like someone from his town went missing that had magic.
Okay.
Who wants to be bait? I guess.
No. No. No.
Um,
No.
A guard runs down to tell you guys that the king wants to speak to you.
All right,
All right.
let's head back. Let's...
Leading the way.
Does Brittany slip on a step again?
We've got something.
No, she's fine.
I know which step it was this time.
She eyes that step as she walks up.
Okay, so you guys get back to the throne room, and the king thanks you for your service, for trying to help, and then he looks at Orpheus.
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 He looks at Orpheus and he says, I remember something about that page. It wasn't very important. All it had was a myth about the world on it. The myth is that the world was brought magic from the heavens. That's the only thing that he knows that was on it. But he didn't pay too much attention, he admits.
Do I feel a slight throbbing?
I don't know.
I
I don't know what that means.
that sounds really bad. But
Yeah.
that was,
That's so weird.
I've talked to Erica about my backstory, and I thought, anyway.
I mean, it depends on your taste, my dude.
Oh my god.
Damn it.
It is very important.
Okay, fine. We get it. Laugh at the person who know word good.
I don't think any of us word good.
True.
English was clearly none of our first language.
It was gibberish.
The king also thinks that he may remember something on it talking about ruins.
That's something. Where are those?
Okay. What kind of ruins and like?
Zach looks over at Atria and goes, "Hey, you know everything about everything. Apparently, do you know if there's any ruins nearby?"
Let me recall.
So roll.
15.
15?
Yep.
You do recall there is some ruins to the north.
There
No
are
one's
some
been there
ruins-
for a long time.
There are some ruins to the north, but no one's really traveled up there in at least several years.
I look over at the king. Zach looks over at the king. Is like, "Does that do anything for you? What's like? Are those important?"
Phrasing.
Wait,
Does that do anything for you?
were you looking at the king when
Yeah, I
you
was
said
looking
that?
at
The
the
king
king.
is
Trying to repeat
like,
yourself.
like,
Now you've had your turn.
they have, like, the ruins have been there for longer than he's been king or been born. And no one's ever, like, haven't went there. And people who have tried have not come back.
That sounds like a red flag.
That sounds
No,
like the
the
next
red
place we're
What
heading
has
to.
to do with this?
It sounds like our only lead.
I'm turning to the group, so tell me, why should I come with you?
That's for you and the king to decide. I am duty bound.
I
It's
am
also for
bored.
me and the one who's looking for this page to decide.
I say whoever, Thalia, whoever stole this has stolen a bunch of other stuff, and it's very likely that it has not been exclusively stolen from the living, unfortunately. As sad as it to say, it'd be a great logistical ordeal to try to find, if we catch these thieves, to find out who owned every one of the things they stole and return every single one of them to the right person. If you have to be paid, think of the future, not the present.
I see. I expect a reward, though.
I'm gonna look over at the king and be like, "Hey, we saved your daughter. We could also get, some traveling cash. I don't think I have much in the way of local tender."
The king looks at you and says, "You may stay at his castle for as long as you guys need," and then he just gives you the supplies to travel.
Yeah, like how many days travel is it to these ruins?
Oh my goodness! On foot or on horse? On foot, probably.
Are we being supplied horse?
I guess you would be a supplied horse if he's going to help you out.
Yeah.
So
Then by horse.
He probably would give us like 2 horses in a wagon as opposed to horses for everybody.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
That would work. Yeah.
So with that, it would probably still take probably a month.
Okay, so a month travel by wagon.
Yes, because you have to go past the mountains, so you can't take the horses there.
Is there a trail through the mountains that you'd have to follow the winding trail?
There's one trail, but it may take longer if you take the safe route.
I'm assuming I would know the city off the top of my head, but I'm assuming. So I say to the group, we could just stop at Asstill.
Yep.
And see if we can find a guide across the mountain to Ravenswick and go from there.
Yep. Yeah. So if you're just going from your city to that city, it's probably going to be a week.
A what?
A week.
Okay, you cut out.
Or 2. Well, probably actually 2 weeks.
To get to the place that they're talking about.
A week and a half, week, 2 weeks.
Asstill? Okay.
Yeah, to Asstill.
All right.
By wagon and horse.
Yep. And then there we can find a guide.
Yes.
You know.
They can take us either the shortest route or the safest route, depending on how we feel.
Yes.
Quick question. Are any of us skilled in vehicles?
Let me see.
Because I am not.
I don't think I am.
A wagon driver, too?
Nope.
Also, why is Brittany joining you guys?
Oh, because I don't got nothing better to do.
Farm's pretty boring.
I mean, yeah.
At least she's not infatuated with one of you.
Bit of motivation, if any.
I mean, I am looking for somebody, but I have no idea where to find him, so anywhere's gonna work. So I don't think it says vehicles. What would the proficiency I'd be looking for say?
There's a thing that specific says land vehicles or sea vehicles.
Oh, I don't see it on the character sheet.
I don't think you have it. The most likely place it'd come from would be your background, I think.
Yeah, like the soldier background has that proficiency, I'm pretty sure.
It does.
Yeah. And I'm not a soldier.
Neither am I.
Do any of us have animal handling? Because that'd be the next best thing.
I have animal handling.
Okay, we're good.
Alright, yeah. So, and I have survival, which is tracking. With, tracking and map drawing and all that.
When they're buying supplies, can I make a persuasion check to see if we can get it for cheaper and maybe get the party a little bit of gold?
Yes.
Persuasion check.
Wait, we're not buying supplies. The king's supplying them, right? I don't think
I'm trying to make it where the king can get it cheaper and then pass on the savings to us.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, so you're going with you're helping with
Yeah.
The king likes you. He knows you.
Nope.
Nope.
Now he doesn't like you.
You got market price and you think it was a deal.
No, see, the way that would work is you wouldn't be talking to the king. You'd be talking to who the king's talking to buy the horses from.
I'm just not getting through to this person about how important this mission is. So I'm just fine.
I'm trying as well.
Oh, that's way better.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get cheaper.
They just think she's hot.
Yeah, they're like, ooh. It's a male, and he sees her, and he completely go goo goo eyes.
Go goo goo.
Yep.
It's not me, thank God.
He never looked high enough. He thought you were a man the whole time.
Well, I wear heavy armor, so the only part of me that's exposed is my face, so possibly.
If it weren't for my facial hair, I'd probably look pretty beefy.
So you guys do get some gold.
Probably if we're getting on savings, I don't know,
You save 20 gold pieces.
I mean, we're
so 20 to split. Okay.
So the party collectively has 20 right now.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for watching our first episode of Max Damage. Join us next time as our adventurers head north to the city of Asstill on their way to the ruins to see if they can find who's been stealing. magical items and people.